Can listening help you give feedback? Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. Make sure you hit the subscribe button wherever you're watching or listening so you don't miss any future episodes. Are you ready? Let's get started. Have you ever given someone feedback and gotten resistance? Silly question, I know, because if you've ever given very much feedback, you've gotten resistance where someone said, oh, I'm not so sure, or they nodded but took no action, or in some way didn't accept the feedback that you gave them. Now, I'm suggesting to you a bit of a contrarian viewpoint about giving feedback, and I suggested it in the question, suggesting that perhaps listening can help you give feedback. Feedback is something, though, we typically are giving, right? So how does this work? I got several points for you. Number one, before feedback is used, it must be accepted. This is a foundational, profound truth. Before I will take any feedback that you give me, I have to accept it. Right? And so anytime we're giving feedback, we need to make sure we're thinking about how can I improve the odds that they will not only hear and understand what I'm saying, but will accept what I'm saying, because until that happens, there's no chance they're going to take any action. So next, people don't argue with their own perspective. So it's simple as that, right? Like if I think something's true for me, I'm not going to argue with that. And if I've accepted the feedback you've given me, I'm not going to argue with that either. But there's a shortcut here, and here's the shortcut. Feedback can start with questions. What if you open your feedback conversation, formal or otherwise, by saying, how do you think it went? And when the other person starts to say, well, here's how I think it went, and they say, well, that was a bit of a challenge or a bit of a struggle, bingo, we're already at a place of them being open to feedback, or them even saying, here's what I wish I would have done differently or could do differently next time. This is feedback that comes from listening by getting them to share their perspective, which automatically improves acceptance. You see, questions can lead to the coaching moment. We just described the coaching moment. The time when the person says, like, I know that didn't go awesome. I'm not really sure what to do differently next time. What do you think? Resistance is gone, acceptance is up, and we're ready to move forward. We think about feedback as being something we're giving people, which we are, but it can start with listening and not talking, which means that part of our preparation for any feedback conversation should be, what questions will I ask first, not what messages do I want to deliver. It doesn't mean we shouldn't be prepared with those messages. It just means we'll probably be better off by not starting with them first. Let me close with today's remarkable reminder. When we start a feedback conversation with listening rather than suggestions, we'll likely get better results. Listen, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you really want to dive deeper into feedback, we have something called the Giving Feedback Successfully Masterclass. And you probably know what masterclasses look like. They look like small bits of content delivered to you that you can take in at your own rate, and you can move through at the pace that you want to, and you can get to the pieces that you most need. You can learn more about our Giving Feedback Successfully Remarkable Masterclass by clicking the link below or going to remarkablemasterclass.com. I hope you'll do that, and I hope we'll be back next week for another episode of Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast.